So welcome to RhythOM Flow. It's going to be a 45-minute flow. My name is Charly. Thank you for letting me lead you today through your practice. I'm here at House of Rhythm. Glad to be practicing with you, even if it's virtually. So as we all kind of learn how to do yoga a little bit differently, maybe you're just starting your own home practice. Something to keep in mind is just to listen very carefully to the cues, because you're not going to be able to see anybody around you. You're going to really be tuned into your own body. And that can be a little bit scary if you haven't done that before. But it's also an awesome opportunity for you to tune into yourself a little bit deeper. So just really listen to my cues. I'll always cue right or left. We are mirrored, so just remember that. I'll try to mirror you guys, but I do always call for which side you're going to be doing things on. So just keep your ear out. Another thing to remember during our flow is to flow with your breath. This is completely your practice. There's no rush. There's nowhere to be except for here on your mat, in your mind at this time. So really wait until you're ready to move. That means you need to stay an extra breath. Great, stay an extra breath. That's beautiful. This practice is completely your own. I will call for modifications on some things and maybe add a little bit of a challenge here or there if you would like to make things a little bit more advanced. The poses always have an easier way, the way that it's typically done, and then a harder way. So you always have the option to explore. With that being said, we're going to start by just tuning into our bodies, closing your eyes, noticing your breath, noticing the quality of your breath, the depth of your breath. On your next inhale, I want you to inhale slowly, filling up all the way. Hold at the top for 7 seconds. Exhale. 4 counts. Hold. Inhale slowly. Hold at the top, 7 counts. Release in 4 counts. Hold at the bottom. Inhale slowly. Hold at the top, 7 seconds. Exhale for 4. Inhale, right ear drops to right shoulder. You're gonna go ahead and bring your right hand on top of your left ear. And you don't wanna pull, you're just gonna set it here lightly. Elongating your neck. Exhale, right hand comes down to the mat. Inhale, left arm comes up and over as we drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Continuing to breathe. Throughout the rest of our practice, we're going to be breathing through our noses, using our Ujjayi breath. Exhale, left hand comes down to the mat, head comes up. Inhale, arms interlace behind our back. We're going to inhale to pull our shoulder blades together, lifting your chest, dropping your head, pulling your shoulders from your ears. Opening up your chest, opening up your heart. And exhale, we're gonna slowly fold forward, bringing your arms up off of your back. Keep making sure that your palms can touch. If your palms can't touch, you're gonna lower them a little. Exhale, we're gonna drop our hands to our heels. Bring the top of your head to your mat. And inhale to lift your hips. Maybe tuck your toes. If your toes aren't tucked, go ahead and tuck your toes. And exhale to sit your hips back onto your heels. Yogi toe stretch. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, you're gonna open up to a cactus, pulling your shoulder blades together, lifting your heart, lowering your ears, or lowering your shoulders from your ears. Inhale, arms come up, look forward. Exhale, cactus, spreading your fingers wide. Remembering that each movement is intentional. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, cactus. So you want to breathe into each part of your body. We're engaging our fingers, engaging our arms. Intentionally moving our body. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. We're in cat-cow, our toes are still tucked. Exhale, round your back, pulling your spine up to the ceiling. Spreading your fingers wide, pressing them away from your mat, pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Exhale, and then inhale to lift your chest. Lift your hips, pull your shoulders down and back. Exhale, round your back, cat pose, pulling your chest up like your heart is gonna push itself out and up into the sky. Breathe here. Remembering to pull your belly button in and up. Exhale, and on your next inhale, cow pose. Lift your chest, lift your hips, pull your forearms towards your thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pressing up and back. Relaxing your shoulders, you're gonna roll your shoulder blades away from each other, creating space in between them. Feel free to make any movements that feel good to you here. Knowing that you're not stuck to your mat, always feel free to move in whatever way feels good to you. Inhaling, we're gonna come up onto our toes. Exhale, we're gonna go into beast pose. So you're gonna drop your knees to hover above your mat. Exhale, press your hips back and up, downward facing dog. We're gonna take 3 more of those motions very slowly. Inhale, up onto your toes. Exhale, roll your body forward into beast pose, hovering your knees. Exhale, press your hips back. Inhale, downward facing dog, belly button in towards your spine. Gaze up towards your stomach. Inhale, up onto your toes. Exhale, roll forward, beast pose. Exhale, bring your hips back and up, pressing your heels towards the mat. One more time, inhale, up onto your toes. This time, we're gonna stretch out our ankles. So you're on your tippy toes. We're gonna exhale to just flip your right toes over. Just kind of stretching at your ankle. We're gonna hold here. Exhale, keeping your right toes tucked. You're gonna lower into beast pose. Exhale, press your hips back and up for downward facing dog, allowing your right toes to flip back over. Inhale, up onto your toes. Exhale, we're gonna tuck our left toes, rolling onto the backs of them. Exhale, beast pose. Exhale, press your hips back and up for downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look towards the top of your mat. We're gonna take a giant step to halfway lift. Straighten your back, lifting your heart, shifting your hips over your ankles. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees. Allow gravity to pull the top half of your body down, making sure that your chest is on your thighs. Shift your weight forward into your toes, allowing us to bend from our hips rather than from our lower back. Bending from the hips is super important in all of these forward folds so that you're not hurting your back. You're letting your back have room to expand. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right arm comes up into the air, left hand slides down to the left foot. We're gonna twist to the right. Shift your hips forward. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. This time, bringing your hands to the back of your neck. And rocking back and forth. So playing with the weight in your feet. Getting nice and cozy here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left arm comes up into the air, right arm slides down to the right foot. Turn to gaze at your thumb if you're able. If not, you can just gaze forward or you can gaze down. Shifting your hips forward. It's okay if your knees are still bent. Inhale, chair pose. We're gonna swing our left arm around, bring our right arm up to meet the left, palms touch. You're gonna gaze down at your feet. If you can't see all 10 toes, go ahead and pull your knees back. Lower your shoulders. Tuck in your tailbone. Holding here, gazing at your thumbs. Exhaling, we're gonna bring our arms behind us and bend our chest closer to our thighs. Inhaling, opening up your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. This time, you're gonna grab onto your ankles with your arms, your hands, lifting your hips, bringing your chin to your chest and shifting your weight to your toes. Relaxing. Inhale, chair pose. Tucking your tailbone under, looking down at your toes. Hands come together. Tuck that tailbone. Exhale, chest comes forward, arms come behind. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, we're gonna roll it up to Tadasana. Inhale, arms come up, upward salute. Exhale, fold forward, bending your knees, leading with your chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, point your hands, step it back to high plank. We'll meet in downward facing dog. We're gonna flow through our vinyasa. So exhale, low plank, elbows in. Inhale, lift your chest, untuck your toes. Opening up your heart space. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Shifting your hips side to side. You're gonna step your feet to the edges of your mat. Inhale, right arm, left ankle. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, we're gonna bend your knees, dropping your hips. And we're just gonna pulse here. So we're on our toes. Inhale, downward facing dog, straighten out your legs. Exhale, left hand to right ankle. Twisting to gaze underneath your arm towards the right. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look towards the top of your mat. We're gonna hop it up into yogi squat. Bringing your hands to namaskar, lifting your chest. Taking a moment here to allow your hips to open, to bring your breath back to center. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. We're gonna step it back into tabletop, but we're gonna get there slowly. So you're gonna roll forward onto your toes. You're gonna tiptoe your way into tabletop. Inhaling, you're gonna flex your right foot and lift it up towards the ceiling. So our knee is bent at a 90-degree angle, staring down at your mat. Exhale, extend your leg. As far as you can, squeezing your glute. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend your leg. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend your leg. Exhale, bring it over to the left side of the mat. Dropping your toes and pressing in through your heel. Feel free to move your foot back a little bit if you want to stretch a little bit deeper. So inhaling, we're gonna bring our right leg out to the right side at a 90-degree angle in the air. So your shins will be kind of parallel with the ground. Exhale, bringing your right leg up into the air, out to the side. Exhale, extend your foot. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, right foot lifts up into the air. Knee is bent. Foot pressing up towards the ceiling, squeezing your glute. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend your leg out, squeezing your glute, flexing your toes. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time. Inhale, stretching your leg out, flexing your foot. Go ahead and bring it out to the right side of the mat, lowering your toes, stretching into your heel. Exhale, left knee comes out to the left side, foot is at a 90-degree angle. And exhale to extend. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look towards the top of your mat, hop, step, or jump to halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. This time grabbing onto your pinky or your big toes with your peace fingers. And exhaling to bend your elbows. Shifting your hips forward, your chin to your chest. Taking deep breaths into your back. Inhale, rise up to mountain pose. Inhale, we're gonna put your weight into your left leg. Exhale, right knee comes into the chest. Flexing your foot, lifting up high. Exhale, high lunge. You're gonna step that right foot back, swing the arms up into the air. We're gonna find some pulses here. Exhale, warrior one. We're gonna turn that back foot 45 degrees. Maybe take a step in if you need to, square your hips. Pulling in your rib cage. Exhale, right knee comes into the chest. Exhale, step it back for high lunge. Again, finding some pulses here. Exhale, warrior two. Right foot flips parallel to the back of the mat. We open up to the right. Making sure that your legs are really active and that you can see your big toe on the inside of your knee. Gazing over your arm. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, flip your palm and reverse your warrior. Beautiful, opening up your chest. Lifting up towards the sky. Exhale, extend your warrior. Left arm comes down to the left thigh. Right arm comes out, bicep next to ear. Exhale, we're gonna bring our right arm behind our back. Opening up your chest. Maybe grabbing onto that thigh behind you if you're able to. And once you have a good foundation with your arm behind your back, wherever that is, you're gonna go ahead and extend your left arm forward. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. I'm gonna turn both your toes to the right side of the mat, the long side of the mat. Exhale to fold forward. Turning your toes slightly inward. And shifting your weight into your toes. Holding here. Exhale, plant your palms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, turn your toes in. We're just gonna drop our hips. So we're just feeling into our hip socket here. Just swaying gently back and forth, maybe making some pulses. Maybe coming onto your forearms. Exhale, high lunge. So we're gonna inhale, lift up onto your hands. Exhale, turn your toes, walk your hands forward. And when you're ready, go ahead and lift. You're gonna put your weight into your left foot and exhale, right knee to right chest. Exhale to Tadasana. Taking a moment here. Inhale, left knee comes into the chest. Holding here, flexing your foot. Exhale, high lunge. Moving nice and slow with intention. Making sure that your knee is stacked right above your ankle. Pulling your ribcage, lowering the shoulders, elongating the back of your neck. Exhale, warrior one. We're gonna flip that foot. Holding here. Pressing both pinky toes into the mat. Pulling your ribcage in. Exhale, we're gonna put our weight into our right foot. Left leg comes into the chest. Flexing your foot. Holding here. Exhale, high lunge. Exhale, open up to warrior two, turning your back foot parallel to the back of the mat, making sure you can see your big toe, gazing over your arm. Inhaling forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extend your warrior. Right arm comes down to the thigh. Left bicep comes up next to the left ear. Exhaling, you're gonna bring your arm behind your back, keeping your legs nice and strong, pulling your thighs together energetically. Again, maybe you stop here, maybe you wrap that arm around your inner thigh, opening up your shoulders even more. You can stay here if you'd like, or you can exhale to lift your arm. Exhale, high lunge. Exhaling, we're gonna bring the left leg into the chest. And exhale finally for Tadasana. Lowering your shoulders. Gathering your breath. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank. We'll meet in downward facing dog, however you choose to get there. Flowing through your vinyasa. Inhale, bend your knees up towards the top of your mat, hop, step, or jump. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, the right knee comes up into the chest. We're going to find a drishti point, which is a point on the ground in front of you that does not move, to help you focus. You're going to bring your right arm to the inside of the right knee, grabbing onto your big toes with your peace fingers. You're going to lift from here, lift your whole body, lift your chest, lift up out of your legs. Press your hips forward. Exhale, extend your leg. Pressing through your heel. Exhale. Bringing it back down into tree pose. So we're going to bring your right foot to the inside of your right thigh. Press your hips forward. Exhale, warrior one. Right foot comes to the back of the mat, 45-degree angle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip your palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extend your warrior. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Flip your back foot to lunge position. We're going to lower your back knee and untuck your toes for lizard pose. You can feel free to stay here, or you can walk your left foot to the left side of your mat, giving your hips a little bit more space. And you could come onto your forearms. Holding here. Inhale, lifting up onto your hands. Tucking your back toes, lifting up to lizard pose. We're going to step it up to yogi squat. Exhale, and in one swift move, you're going to bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand, lowering your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bring your palms together. Exhale, palms come down to the mat. You're going to lean forward, lifting up onto your tiptoes, and exhaling to straighten your legs to forward fold. Inching them together, your feet together. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, left knee comes into the chest. Inhaling, we're going to bring our hands to grab onto our big toe on the inside of the left knee. And exhale to extend. Pressing into your heel. Squeezing your belly button into your spine, squeezing your glutes. Exhale, tree pose. Left foot comes into that left thigh. Lifting your chest, pressing your hips forward. Elongating the back of your neck. You are strong. You are grounded. You are supported. You are divinely loved. Exhale, warrior one. Left leg comes to the back of the mat, 45 degrees. Exhale, warrior two. Opening that leg up, opening both legs up, pressing into your pinky toes. Inhale, flip your palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, expand your aura. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Left foot turns onto those toes. You're gonna lower the knee and untuck your toes. Maybe walking your right foot a little bit more out to the right side. We're gonna go into lizard pose. Inhale, coming up onto your palms. We're gonna walk that right foot over to the left for pigeon pose. So you walk your right foot next to your left hand, lower that knee next to your right hand. Then you're gonna square your hips over your legs. So what I like to do is open my chest, lift up your chest before folding over, and press your hips toward the ground. Maybe you can walk that left foot back a little bit more, inch by inch, by wiggling your toes. And then once you're in a comfortable position, go ahead and fold forward. And we'll be here for about a minute. So finding a space in your body to release as time goes by. Release your jaw. Release your chest. You want to make sure that your hips are still centered. So if you feel them falling off towards the left side, just go ahead and pull them back. Relaxing your shoulders. Coming back to your breath. Inhale, coming up onto your palms. You're gonna roll onto your left glute and swing your right leg around. You're gonna place your left leg, swing your left leg around. You're gonna place your foot on the ground. You're gonna lean your body forward. Our right leg is still in towards our body. You're gonna bring your left arm underneath your left leg. Still leaning forward so that your thigh kind of comes onto your triceps. You're gonna grab onto the outside of your foot, onto the pinky toe side, and inhale to lift. You can stay here like this, or you can begin to stretch your leg out, rolling over onto the right. Exhale to release. Left leg comes in. So we're kind of cross-legged, but our legs aren't on top of each other. You're gonna lift your right leg out from underneath your left leg. You're gonna go ahead and swing it behind you for pigeon pose. You're gonna have to lift your hips. And then inhale to lift your chest, pressing your hips towards the mat. And exhale to fold over. Inhale, coming up onto your palms. And exhale to roll onto your left hip, swinging your right leg around. I'm gonna face the camera, just in case you didn't hear everything last time. So you're gonna bring your right foot flat on the mat. Our left leg is still in towards our body, lifting your chest. You're gonna bring your right arm underneath your right leg. Bring your left hand to the outside of your right foot, grabbing onto the pinky toes. Lift your chest, lift your foot. You're gonna wanna put your foot on the back of your tricep. Inhale to straighten out your leg. Holding here. Doesn't have to be all the way straight, could be bent. Exhale to butterfly pose. Inhaling to lift your chest. Opening up your feet. Lowering your shoulders. Exhaling, we're gonna roll onto our back. Bring your arms out to a T. Inhale, bringing your knees together. You're gonna lift your hips, sending them over to the right or over to the left, whichever side you wanna do first. And dropping your knees to the opposite side. And then dropping your head away from your knees. Breathing here. Inhale, knees come back up to center. We'll scoot your hips on over to the other side. Drop your knees and turn your gaze the opposite direction of your knees. Inhale, knees come back up to center. And exhale to stretch them out for Shavasana. Completely allowing your body to relax. Allowing your feet to fall apart. Allowing your hips to settle. Lowering your shoulders from your ears. And then relaxing your shoulders down to the mat. Relaxing your hands. Relaxing your jaw. And softening your facial expression. Beginning to breathe even deeper. As I read you these affirmations, I trust and have the highest faith in myself to always choose the path of my greatest good. I choose to let it be easy for me to trust and have faith in myself and God, the universe, spirit, or whatever that higher power is for you. I trust that spirit is always guiding and supporting me in my greatest and highest good. It is easy for me to trust in myself and God. I am divinely supported by the universe. I feel the support of the universe with every move I make in my life. I have a strong and solid foundation of trust, faith, and support. I know the universe, God, and the Great Spirit is always supporting me in all ways. I trust and know that I am safe and supported. I am deeply rooted in divine trust, faith, and support. I am deeply rooted in the support for myself and others. I am deeply rooted in trust and faith in God. I am deeply rooted in trust and faith in God. Whenever you're ready, and only when you're ready, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Inhaling your arms up above your head, giving your body a nice big stretch. Exhale, knees come into chest, rocking side to side, and then rolling over onto whichever side feels good for you today. Whenever you're ready, make your way to a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, palms come to prayer center. Thank you so much. The light in me honors and is so grateful for the light that is in you. Namaste. Thank you for coming to class. Thank you for contributing to this collective energy of healing, of truth, of breath, of meditation, practice of expanding your awareness, expanding your mind, expanding your heart. I hope that you have a beautiful day. We will be having a lot of live flows up on houseofrhythm.com. There's a few flows on the YouTube at House of Rhythm. And then always you can log into Mind Body or go into the House of Rhythm Instagram to find the class schedule and sign up for classes, share with your friends. I think the drop-in rate right now is donation-based, so you can donate $10, you can donate $15, you can donate $20 if you are not ready to get the full membership. So thank you for flowing with me. These videos are free to the members. So go ahead and keep on tuning in. Keep on tuning in with yourself. Thank you for coming to class.